and welcome to your weekend messages. Today is Friday, the 25th of March, 2022. So let's see what messages the cards have for us for this weekend. Okay. If you haven't already seen the messages for the month of March, then I'll put a link in the description and the video in the end screen, because they will still be relevant, of course. And I think that's it. We have 3. We're back to 3 being the magic number. And oh my goodness, I think it's a really short message, but it's a very powerful one because all 3 are major arcanic. They are the most powerful cards in the deck. Look, we have the Sun. It's just a reminder. I think I've said this before. I think the weekend ones are just a reminder of stuff that we're working on. Sometimes we need those reminders, don't we? Sometimes if the density of the physical world, you know, gets us down a little bit, perhaps we're overcoming some kind of challenge. We're probably all purging and healing on some level, whether you're doing it consciously or unconsciously, because the light's coming in. That's exactly what's happening. These emotions are coming up. So it is a case of being reminded all the time of your divinity, of your beauty, of your inner light. And this is the light card. It's the Sun. The rays show spiritual guidance, and of course this Sun has the most spiritual guidance. So it's a little reminder you are being spiritually guided. If you're having challenges, remember they're the adversity that you agreed to on some level in order to awaken to I want to say deeper levels of peace. I'm going to recommend Byron Katie's work because I think it's really relevant for a lot of people waking up at the moment. I'll put a link to her work and to her videos in the description, because this is about understanding how to navigate the challenges. This is about navigating challenges from a higher perspective. So you are your higher self. Your human is going through a transition. Your human is evolving. Your human's vibrations are rising, and that's having to manifest into the physical body. And that's what's causing the negative emotions to come up. That's what's causing maybe some physical symptoms, because when we manifest that light into the physical body, whatever's not right, I want to say not right, although obviously in inverted commas because everything's perfect, right? But whatever's not feeling right, shall we say, in your physical body, it's going to come up now. So this is a reminder that this is the light coming in. Everything is as it should be. Any inconveniences or healing or symptoms or anything like that, it is all because you're evolving. It's not because there's anything wrong. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Everything is perfect. So learning to navigate those challenges and learning to find gratitude and love in the healing, I want to say. We are all having a rebirth. This is the rebirth of Mother Earth. You know, we are being given a chance to break away from that density into the new earth. Horses are positive movement forward. There is our harvest. There's our spiritual guidance. There's our rebirth. And it's light. It's a reminder that we need the sunlight. We desperately need it here in Spain. So our challenge is the fact that we're now coming into 4 weeks of solid rain. But again, you know, it's a case of digging into your spiritual reserves, looking at things from a higher perspective, looking at the bigger picture behind everything, and realizing that it is your level of consciousness is your ticket out of the madness. It's your level of consciousness is your new currency. Your level of consciousness is what is creating your reality. So waking up to all of that and keeping that peace and love and gratitude in the heart at all times, which is easier to do when you trust the process. So I want to say trust the process with that one. We've got the Judgment card, twofold here. This is because, you know, he's waking up the dead. This is about spiritual awakenings. That's what we're having as a collective, and individually. We're all shifting to a higher level of understanding of what's going on, an understanding of our own power, an understanding of our own ability, or how we create our reality, so that we can consciously create heaven on earth. So this is about waking up the dead. And if you're watching this video, then chances are you're a way shower, you're a guide, you're here to help others. And so, you know, our job is to help wake up others. Now, there's two ways of looking at this. You know, we're not going to wake them up by, you know, telling them our truth, because they're not going to be able to resonate with our truth, because our truth, our thoughts, our beliefs, our opinions are all resonating at our frequency. That's why when you expand into more of who you are, your thoughts, your beliefs, your ideas, they all change, because everything is energy, and everything in your reality, including your thoughts, your emotions, your ideas, your beliefs, are all resonating at your frequency. So if we're trying to help other people find, we're not trying to change anybody. Everyone's on their path. We're looking for the divinity in everybody. I want to make that clear. But also, you're probably a healer that has come here to serve humanity. But telling individuals your truth is not going to change anything, because if they're resonating at fear, then they are going to have fearful beliefs, fearful thoughts, and you can't change that by telling them your thoughts that are not fearful. You can't help them that way, because they're not going to resonate. They're not going to hear what you're saying, because they're not at that frequency. So how do we help others? There is a video in my Lessons in Awakening about this. I think it's called Understanding Your Thoughts. I'll put a link in the description and the video in the end screen. Understanding your thoughts and the thoughts of others. Because how do we help others? This is the answer. We've got the Lovers card, which is by loving, because anybody anywhere on that scale of consciousness will be able to access some level of love. And when you love them, I mean, just put it into practice, whether it be a stranger, you do a random act of kindness, just see them light up that you've just helped them with something. It could be someone you know, and you're just offering some genuine love and some gratitude, you know, offering gratitude to people, letting people know you appreciate them, even, you know, if it's people you don't know, but in the shops, the shopkeeper or something, or just letting them know they're appreciated, boosts them up. You can actually see people expanding, you know, they'll smile and be like, oh, I was appreciated, and you can literally feel them plumping up. Or see them pumping up. It's kind of like they're expanded because of the gratitude and love and appreciation that you've offered them. Because in most walks of life, people aren't appreciated. Employers don't appreciate their employees, and you know, neighbors don't appreciate each other in the 3D matrix density, I want to say, you know. And we're moving away from all of that. We're sharing our love and our compassion and our gratitude and our appreciation for each other. And that's how we boost them. That's how they will expand into more of who they are. That's how they will raise their frequency. It makes them feel good. So they will raise their frequency. And by raising their frequency, they can then expand into higher levels of consciousness, where they will then experience beliefs, thoughts, ideas that are at a higher frequency. So they will be healthier, more life-affirming beliefs. And that's how we can help people shift, not by telling them what we think, because what we think is resonating at our frequency. Okay, so there's no point arguing with anybody when it comes to opinions. You can listen to opinions, of course, and it's very interesting to listen to opinions, because of course, if you're listening to people's opinions that are at a higher frequency than you, then this is how we learn, isn't it? But there's no judgment going on here. This is the judgment card. There's also a message here about, this is no judgment. This is not a race. This is not a, you know, we might be talking about higher levels of frequency, but there's no higher, lower, better, worse. There's none of this going on. This is all about you, because there is only you, and it's about how you behave, how you express yourself. Okay, it's actually got nothing to do with anybody else at all. It's about self-love, of course, the first and foremost, always. And it's about you being who you came here to be. But the chances are you came here to serve humanity at this time. But we're serving the whole of humanity. We're not just choosing bits and pieces. It's just, it's one of the best ways to serve humanity is just to do what you love, do what you enjoy, do what you're good at, do what raises your frequency, create your own heaven on earth, because it's a level of consciousness, right? So create your own reality of love, and with your own tribe, doing everything, you know, the way you want to, your soul expressing all of who you are, shining your light as an example to others, so that these people can literally kind of look at your existence and learn from your actions. You know, we don't always have to interact with people to help them. We can just be, I want to say, a shining example of someone who just loves life and expresses their authenticity and who they really are, and releases that fear and just does what they enjoy. You know, follow your joy. Be happy, be your happiest, find that peace within you, and just create that little world of heaven on earth, that piece of heaven on earth for you. And others will see that. Others cannot help but benefit from that, because the higher your frequency, and we looked at this before, there was a video, again, I'll put it in the description, how we help others. I can't remember the exact title of it. It was like contributing to raising the frequency of humanity. And it is by raising and maintaining our own frequency as high as possible. That's how we serve. It's a win-win-win situation. I've said that before. So we have a lovely, lovely reminder, and what a powerful reminder, with the sun, most positive card in the deck. It's just come to let you know that everything is going in the right direction. It's absolutely perfect. Keep following this guidance that's coming up for you. There is a rebirth. The birthing process is not always comfortable. So that's why, if you have any discomforts or any little challenges, that's why. It's because you're being reborn. Remember the caterpillar, the butterfly coming out of the cocoon and what have you. It's all quite tight and challenging until you actually get to fly. But this is your life purpose. You came here for this. You chose this. That's why there was a baby boom in the 60s, I reckon, because we all wanted to be here for this. But we all wanted to be kind of like, you know, at a certain age, I guess, to be able to be who we really are, and to really step into our soul's desires, I want to say. So this is powerful. It's spiritual awakenings and life purpose. Wow, you're living yours, aren't you? And this is a reminder that self-love is the be-all and end-all. There is only you. The more you love yourself, fantastic. The higher your frequency. The higher your frequency, the more you're serving humanity. It's as simple as that. And if we do want to help any individuals in our reality, we do so through loving them, not judging them, not telling them what to think. But loving them, and being a loving, guiding example, I guess. So wow, a short but powerful reading for the weekend. I'm glad I did that now. Have a fantastic weekend. Get in touch if you want a private reading, and I'll speak